And Wairimu is our sign language interpreter. TV47 News Tonight with me, Abubakar Abdullahi, begins right now. All learners who reported to school in October will continue with their classes, whereas the rest of the other learners will resume their classes in January 2021. President Uhuru Kenyatta announced this during his address to the nation. Sharon Baranga begins our broadcast tonight.
Grade 4, Class 8 and Form 4 candidates will continue with their lessons as it had been planned by the new school calendar released by the Ministry of Education last month. This is according to President Uhuru Kenyatta.
With respect to the examination classes that have already resumed learning, I hereby order that they continue with their learning and examination preparations, but under heightened health safety measures, and with that, also order that all basic education classes resuming in-person learning in January of 2021.
The students currently in learning institutions reported on 12th October for the first time since schools were closed indefinitely in March after the first case of COVID-19 infection was reported in the country. Recently, there was a concern in relation to students who are in school after some schools reported cases of COVID-19 infections. Some teachers also succumbed to the virus. But Education CS George Magoha has been assuring parents that the infection cases from some schools was under control.
The case of Maranda, where somebody came from the coast and infected another 8 or so candidates. But it is under control. And Maranda, being one of the largest schools, has a candidature of over 650 this year. So from the point of view of numbers, those students are being isolated and the school is ongoing. So the other big issue is that if you now ask them to go home, then another incident like that might happen.
With the few learners in schools, the institutions are now able to achieve social distancing in line with the guidelines from the Ministry of Health. The current Class 8 and Form 4 candidates will sit for their national examinations in March 2021. This means that in the same year, the country will have 2 streams of Form 1 students, those currently at home and the ones expected to graduate from primary school next year. And the situation also applies to Class 5 pupils. However, it is expected that by January 2021, the country will be flattening the curve of the COVID-19 infections. Sharon Baranga, TV47.